For the first time in 46 years, the best of the best in the Sports Car Club of America return to the West Coast for the club's annual one-race battle for the title of champion in 27 classes. This year's three-day duel for the medals brings over 400 racers to California's Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca on the stunning Monterey Peninsula. It's time to seriously step up at the 2014 and 51st SCCA National Championship Runoffs.
Combined action of STU and T3 about to get going. Cars will be coming out of the speedway in just a moment, and here they come. Downstairs to Hayward Wagner.
T3 and STU rolling to grid right now, touring taken from the SCCA showroom stock classes of old. These are the six-cylinder touring cars, your Nissans, your six-cylinder Mustangs, and your BMWs. Joining them on course, Super Touring U. This is a class that's taken from professional touring car racing, your World Challenge Series. S2000 to the front of this class, other marks further back. This is going to be both classes, production-based, running on DOTR race compound tires. As temperatures are dropping right now, one thing that's going to be watched in this race is how the different tire compounds respond to that change in temperature.
Thanks, Edward. We'll keep an eye on those things. 20 laps, 40 minutes time, depending on what happens here. There's that Pontiac Solstice going by as we take a look at some of the brands that will compete in this event.
But I don't see the Cobalt. Fandozzi might not be on the grid in ST.
Yeah.
Oh, he's T3. Sorry.
Yep, STU and T3 rolling off together here. And we'll see it. We were of the opinion that STU would be first away, and they are. And that will be how we will kind of line things up here for the 20-lap chase coming up in the first combined event of the weekend.
Those cars look like fun, Rick.
Oh, absolutely. You've got front-wheel drive cars. I think maybe a smattering of rear-wheel drive cars. Got a couple of Honda S2000s up front. You've got Andre Hartanto from Concord, California on the pole in the CT Engineering 98. Ryland Hazelton from Santa Cruz in the 49. That's the Driving Ambition Honda S2000. So those two cars will match up on the front row. Carl Young in the car you talked about, the Ted Lepper and Associates Chevrolet Cobalt. That's the 23 from Salinas, California, just down the road. And then the 7 of Cameron Rogers from Hayward, California, the Performance Technology Mini Cooper S. He'll start in the 4th spot. Anthony Simmers in the 45 from Colorado, the eBay reseller Volkswagen GTI. Starting 6th, Will Clark in the 17 from San Leandro, California, the Sapphire Racing Honda S2000. Starting 7th, Bruce Trenery from Berkeley, California in the 55, the Fantasy Junction Acura. James Rogerson from Portland, Texas in the 13 will line up 8th. That's the MSR Houston Pontiac Solstice. The 54 of James Sperling from Ridgecrest, California starts 9th. That's Propulsion Research BMW Z3. Stephen Mullen from Bradenton, Florida, the 155 will start 10th. That's the MS Consultants BMW 328. Dale Shoemaker from Henderson, Nevada in the 52. That's the High Torque Mazda Miata. He will be 11th on the grid in STU. Your T3 lineup looks like this. David Daughtry from Fortville, Indiana in that Nissan 370. That's the 8th car. Scotty B. White from Auburn, Washington in the 0. The BFG Ford Mustang V6. Rob Hines starts 3rd in the 4 from Arlington, Virginia, the Nissan 350Z. Jason Ott in the 09 from Littleton, Colorado. That's the Bimmerhouse Z4. Starting 5th, Kevin Boehm in the 9. He's from Marysville, Ohio. That's the Honda Racing S2000, the 2007 version of that car. That's a yellow machine. Mark Feinstein starts 6th in the 93 from Cambridge, Massachusetts, the German Performance Services Audi S4. Starting 7th in T3, Tom Wickersham in the 01 from San Ramon, California, the main straight Ford Mustang. Sage Maria, the 64, starts 8th from Huntington Beach, California, the Honda Racing HPD Acura TL. Starting 9th in the 44, Mark Bowden from Winnetka, Illinois, the Fall Line Motorsports BMW M3. Starting 10th, James Lighthouser from Westminster, Colorado, in the Hoosier Tire BMW Z4. The 11th starter, Aaron Kaplan in the 18 from Kaplan Racing Systems. John Baker, Dan Spirik, Anthony Lanza, and Kevin Fandozzi in that Chevrolet Cobalt rounding out the field. Ready to go green. STU leads him down into turn 1. Those two S2000s, Hartanto in the 98, Hazelton on the outside in the 49, Randy Popes. Who's going to have honors into turn 1?
Trying the outside, Hazelton, seeing if he can make it work. Not yet.
Hartanto by a wheel width as they come off of turn 2.
Couple of S2000s, high revving. Oh, back on the inside, Hazelton's hot. He wants a piece of that car. Oh, he lets him through. They're a little high revving front engine, rear drive sports car. Pretty cool stuff. Pulling out a gap already in just 2 corners.
Carl Young
Whoa,
out of
little wiggle.
Salinas in that Cobalt in 3rd spot in front of that Volkswagen GTI.
Little wiggle for Hazleton already as we've got the T3 cars rolling up to the flag.
30 seconds is the gap to start this one off, and here comes the T3 machines. Got a Nissan 370 on the pole. That's David Daughtry's car.
He got a nice
Leads him
jump.
under the flag. Yes, he does.
It looked like he was not up there, but he got on the gas sooner. Scotty White trying to hang on the outside again. It's a long way around turn 2 at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca.
Rob Hines in the silver Nissan on the inside trying to take second away from Scotty B. White.
Daughtry's got some room, but the Mustang's still pushing for that 2nd place.
Oh,
pushing
contact.
too hard.
Rob Hines,
it's
Scotty
getting
B.
worse,
White,
people.
contact.
It's getting worse.
One of the
That's
BMWs
bad.
goes around. We've got a car in the wall. We've got damage to several of the T3 entries.
Humanity. Oh, that was
The
ugly.
Lotus made it through, Randy.
Thank goodness. He picked up 4 positions, too.
Scotty B. White's Mustang
That's
started
a
on the
bad hit
outside
right
pole,
there.
fighting for the lead.
That's a Hans device crash into a bare wall like that.
Missed the safety barrier, the tires, the soft wall there, and got right into the concrete. Safety workers waving.
Oh, boy, that was ugly. It started with just a little tap. Pretty little Audi S4 back here in the back of the field. The remaining Mustang, they're still racing until we see yellows. I'm sure this will be a full yellow.
That is the 93, that Audi S4.
Nice car and very unique to see a late model Audi S4 on the racetrack.
No question about it.
But he's got a black eye. He was tangled up in that messy falderall down there.
Mark Feinstein from Cambridge, Massachusetts in that 93 car. Yeah, he sustained some damage, no question about it. Started 6th in that German Performance Services entry.
I remember Feinstein running really quickly in an older Audi S4, A4 actually. And he has moved up. He got some damage, but it looks like maybe he's okay. He can run.
The 61 right behind him there. One of the Mustangs. And
There's your
full
full
course
course.
yellow coming out here on lap number 1. So immediately, that incident coming out of turn 2 and 3, heading up the short straightaway. The 64 of Sage Marie sitting 3rd spot. That's the 01, I should say, the Mustang of Tom Wickersham from San Ramon, California. So Daughtry, Scotty B. White in contact there. Rob Hines, we don't know where they are relative to the field. They may be in front of this group of cars at the front of the class. I thought Daughtry got away cleanly.
Yes, Daughtry was through. He was in the lead. That's one of the advantages of having the tire rack pole is you're ahead of the carnage if something goes wrong.
And there he is. There's Daughtry in the yellow 8 car.
Waiting for the rest of the field. I mean, it's like the next 4 cars were eliminated.
Yeah, and up front.
That would have been Scotty White, Rob Hines. I saw a yellow S2000 ram the back of Scotty White's car.
The 2 S2000 that started up front, the 98 of Harlanto, is your restart leader.
Okay, I'm mixing up T3 and STU.
And the 49 of Ryland Hazelton, the
Yes.
red car, the red S2000, will restart in 2nd position. Carl Young in the Cobalt will sit 3rd. The Volkswagen GTI, that would be Anthony Simmers from Boulder, Colorado, started 5th on the grid. He will go 4th on this restart. So those are your top 4 in STU.
So I guess they're going to
1 lap complete.
I'm sorry. I guess they're going to line up everybody behind 1 pace car at this point. It'd be awfully complex to try to do 2 again.
If they're
for a
mixed,
restart.
we will see. There's the BMW Z4. And again, this, I believe, is the car of Jason Ott from Littleton, Colorado. Started 4th in the Bimmerhouse entry.
Too bad. You know, racing it's such a wonderful sport. And it's partly wonderful because of the adventure and the drama and the fact that you just don't know what's going to happen. And it can make you feel so great.
Yeah.
And it can also rip your heart out and jam it on the ground and stomp on it.
The highest of highs, the lowest of lows can ensue when you take part in this sport. But it's one of the things that keeps us coming back year after year after year. Down to pit road, down to Hayward.
Yeah, guys, just while we have a little break, the car running 2nd in T3 right now, Mark Feinstein. That car, an Audi S4, very stock. They've done very little preparation work to that car. It's part of a project they call Commute Monday. They have a hashtag going about that car. The interesting story about it there, it has run the Mount Washington Hill Climb. It ran last year. It's a mixed surface event, some asphalt, some dirt, 18 degrees of grade in some places. A couple of places where the car is 4 wheels off the ground. They ran 4th in that event behind 2 Subaru-supported rally cars and a hill climb special. So that car has a pretty amazing breadth of experience behind it.
Wow. Now, we see that occasionally here at these SCCA National Championships, where someone will have a car that maybe came from another discipline, another form of racing. It's been acquired for a good price, and with some work in the shop, you can turn it into a very competitive road course car.
Well, and it sounds like this Audi S4 is pretty much straight from the street.
Yeah.
And I tell you from testing it with Motor Trend, it's a nice road car that's capable on track.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. All right, we are under full course yellow for the couple of cars that got into the concrete barrier. Scotty B. White's Mustang sustaining heavy damage both to the front and rear. That Beamer House machine of Jason Ott also sustaining heavy damage. So while the cleanup goes on, let's get our break in here. We'll come right back with plenty more. Coverage of the 2014 SCCA National Championship runoffs from Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca will return in just a moment.
The 2014 SCCA National Championship runoffs are being brought to you in HD by Mazda. Conviction, creativity, courage. This is the Mazda way. And by Hankook, driving emotion.
Some people go to enormous lengths in the name of safety, like the inventor of the flame-resistant racing suit, Bill Simpson. Courageous engineering is also the Mazda way, and why the 2014 Mazda 3 has an available class-exclusive suite of 8 safety features and a top safety rating. Because when it comes to safety, you can never go too far. This is the 2014 Mazda 3. What do you drive?
This is Kenny. Kenny is a dentist, but he races autocross on the weekends. But he's not thinking about his tires right now. Kenny buys all his tires from TireRack.com. Using their exclusive test track reviews, he knows he's always getting the right tires for his car. But Kenny's not thinking about tires right now. Kenny's thinking, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is awesome. TireRack.com, proud sponsor of the Tire Rack SCCA National Solo Program.
Machines and their manufacturers span the planet. This is no spec series. Diversity breeds excellence and brings battle. Ride with the best and test the iconic circuits of North America. No pit stops, no quarter. The world watches and knows this is how racing should be.
We are back at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Coverage of the 2014 SCCA National Championship runoffs. He's Randy Pope, Steinbrück Benjamin. Hayward Wagner with our coverage on pit road. Safety car still on the course with the lights on, so we will not be getting our restart this time by. Combined event to wrap up day one of the 2014 SCCA National Championships. STU and Touring 3 doing battle together. And STU, we've got the two Honda S2000s up front of Hartanto, the 98, Hazelton in the 49. And you've got Young in the Chevy Cobalt that's been radically repaired, I guess. We learned earlier today after it got into the bridge abutment at Mid-Ohio several years ago. There's Mark Feinstein in the Audi machine that we were talking about a few moments ago as well. A cool looking car before it got roughed up a little bit. That's an S4. Hayward telling us that car had run hill climb, among other things. Feinstein from Cambridge, Mass, the German Performance Service entry. There's Sage Marie's Acura, the 64 car. Sage
Another
is
interesting choice.
Yeah,
big sedan. Out there.
And the story behind that car, Sage is in charge of public relations for American Honda. Does compete, loves to race, ran several nationals this year. Also ran that car, or not that car, ran at the Pikes Peak Hill Climb this year.
Oh, that's a great event. And that Acura TL, I've raced with a similar car, maybe even that one, that was very capable.
Well, I have.
It's an all-wheel
I can
drive.
tell you, it's not that car. That is a car that ran the hill climb. It was not Sage's car this year.
Yeah.
But he was able to acquire the car from a hill climb team.
Oh.
And they've worked on it. Much as we talked about the Audi, they changed the car over basically, and he did a lot of the work himself to make it into a road course car for T3. So that's the story behind this version of the Acura doing battle here in T3. And Sage picked for a podium spot here by Sports Car Magazine. So we'll see how it works out.
I've seen Sage Marie running B-Spec races in a Honda Fit.
Yep.
And there's the little S2000 that ran into the back of Scotty, or Scotty kind of backed into him, actually.
Yeah.
It was not this guy's fault by any means, but he's still running. He's out there.
That's Kevin Boehm, who runs in the HART team in Continental Tire.
Oh,
And he is a Honda engineer. We talked to him yesterday. He works at Marysville, at the Marysville plant, and does suspension development work there.
Okay, well, let's hope all those parts stay on there.
Yeah.
And
a lot of body parts kind of just hanging by a thread, it appears.
By a thread.
That front valence not scraping the ground at the moment, so he should be okay. Now, talk to me about aerodynamics in these cars. These are a minute 40 race cars here at race pace. He's got that rear bumper cap kind of hanging. That'll catch air on the right side of the car. Might peel off the car. What do you think?
It's a factor. It's not a big factor. I do think it might peel off the car.
Yeah.
And that front bumper might come more loose once he gets to speed, because 100 miles an hour of air pressure, that's a lot of pressure. It's going to push that front bumper down. We'll have to see if he can survive that.
And if you lose the valence on one of these cars, you lose a lot of nose downforce.
Well, they don't make much downforce, so I don't think it'll be a big issue. It might be a small issue.
Okay. All right. 4 laps are complete, 16 to go. The clock says we have 15 minutes in the books, 25 minutes of racing left. So we may end under the clock rather than the lap count here as we get set to go green. Lights out on the pace car. We will start this time by the two S2000s at the front of the STU grid. T3 behind these cars. Safety car diving for pit road. Hartanto in the 98 will lead them back up the hill to put lap number 5 of 20 on the board here in our combined STU and T3 event, wrapping up day 1 of the 2014 SCCA National Championship Runoffs. And here we go. On the outside, that Cobalt of Carl Young trying to make hay here against the two Honda S2000s.
Oh, and they're in the pit lane making a pass.
Hazelton on the bottom, dive bombing for the lead, and he has it. Can he hold on?
For a moment.
Inside out. Bad move.
And here comes the Cobalt.
Whoa, he gave up 2 positions there.
That was a hero move that didn't quite work out.
That's carrying too much speed into the corner.
But I like the commitment. He rode a 0, not quite 0, but he rode less.
Carl Young into second in the 23 in that Chevy Cobalt.
Third spot back to like normal guy.
There you go. Hazelton has to settle in now in third spot. The Volkswagen GTI riding right there in 4th. That's the car of Anthony Simmers from Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, and here's T3. There's not quite as many cars as there were a minute ago, but they're at it. And Daugherty's still leading in the Nissan. There's the Audi. Hopefully he'll be all right with that little bit of damage.
And the 0-1, the Mustang of Tom Wickersham from San Ramon, California, holding on to third. Now here comes the Audi up alongside. That's Feinstein moving into second spot.
Wickersham can get the job done. Well, he can get it done. We'll see.
He's been doing this for a long time at a very high level.
Yes, he has. And he's all over that Audi with that Mustang.
Mark Feinstein in the 93, all the way from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Might have the long toe of the weekend award, coming coast to coast to run that car. Here comes the 0-1.
Round the outside.
And is Wickersham taking over second spot.
Yeah, the outside of the bend is the inside of the corkscrew. And he's up into second spot. Daugherty's away.
David Daugherty from Fortville, Indiana, your leader in the 8 car. That is a Nissan 370ZX. And here comes the V6 Mustang of Wickersham.
Yeah, and these guys qualified 6th and 7th. So we're just plain missing 4 cars.
Yeah, White, Hines, Ott, all in trouble, and Bohm in the S2000 sustaining heavy body damage.
Yeah.
He has dropped back as well. Pressure for second spot now. Here comes the 49 of Hazelton. This is in STU. Hazelton into the dirt to try to get by that Cobalt.
Oh, that's close. They're dusting each other's sides.
Whoa.
Hazelton still trying to work her ways around the outside of 4. That was a brave move.
Into the inside of 5. Hazelton in the 49. Young will give him plenty of room here for second spot.
He's still trying to finish off that pass, and it is by no means settled as they head for 6.
Rylan Hazelton, your outside pole sitter, took the lead briefly half a lap ago, gave up 2 spots in the exchange though when he went way wide in turn 2.
And Carl Young secures second place once again.
And pulls away.
Tell you what, that was a very brave move running around the outside of turn 4. I was impressed, and they both made it work.
Absolutely, and again, you've got a front-wheel drive car. Now here comes Hazelton in the corkscrew.
Right by him, entering turn 9.
Front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. Is that where rear-wheel drive has the advantage, Randy?
Oh, for sure. A lighter, better balanced car. The Cobalt's got the power.
Into turn 11.
Remember, Hazelton out-qualified that Cobalt by almost 2 seconds. So it's not surprising he'd get back by. But in the meantime, Hartanto is just out there.
As we've seen so many times today, look in the mirror, watch guys battling for position behind you saying, thanks, fellas, I'll just take advantage.
Yeah, see that Cobalt run him down on the straight, and Hazelton moved to the inside to try to prevent the pass, because in the infield corners here, I call it the infield, the newer section 2, turn 3, 4, this last 2000 has the advantage.
Now, is this a case of Hazelton perhaps learning by his mistake earlier?
Perhaps.
You'd like to think so.
He was aggressive right from the get-go, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah,
but
it is.
In the end here, it hurt him.
Now,
too much.
He and Young have been sliding those cars around quite a bit. Talk to me about tire use in these cars early in the race. Have they used up their rubber?
Yeah, it could be an issue. As we see
Bohm
going down inside the 328 down there in turn 2.
Kevin Bohm, one of those Honda engineers, trying to move up, gain some positions. He was 16th overall in this combined event, moving by Kaplan.
Like the old Timex ad, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Moving into 15th in the overall running order here, and then against that BMW.
Oh, yeah,
one
they're
of the
all
Nissans
over him,
closing in as well.
Oh, yeah, Nissan got a run.
Back
3
comes,
wide. Not going to stick it down in there.
Back comes Aaron Kaplan. Bohm able to tuck to the bottom and hold on to the spot.
Good choice for Kaplan, who's carrying some body damage in the right front as he goes up inside that BMW.
Rob Hines in the 4 car. That's another Nissan 350ZX. Bohm and that rear bumper cap looks like it's about to come away there.
Oh, is that Hines there
Pull
on the left?
away.
I called the wrong guy. Thank you for helping me out there. He's still trying to make that pass.
Hines in the 4, Kaplan in the 18, side by side for position as Bohm starts to pull away from him now, heading into the corkscrew.
Thank you, Rick. I had him backwards.
That's all right, no
Hines
worries.
still trying to recover from the crashing at the beginning of the race as well.
This is T3 action, deeper in the pack now.
These cars are more related to street cars. They have more power stock than the others, as we see a Mustang and the 320 or an M3 coming up the front straight here. That's an E36 M3.
The Mustang right there. This is for position. The 0-1 car, your second place car in T3, Tom Wickersham.
Wickersham, yeah, getting it done.
Check that, not for position. That was a lapped car being passed by Wickersham.
Yeah, that's an STU car.
Yeah.
There we go.
Daughtery is your leader in the 8th in T3.
Yeah.
Wickersham is second in T3.
Wickersham is within range.
Yeah. But Daughtery gunning for his 8th national championship in that car number 8. I think that's a cool tribute to the success he's had here at the Runoffs.
It is, and he's a cagey driver. I don't think Daughtery's going to go any faster than he has to. And he's got to work his way through some more of the back of the STU field.
8 laps on the board, 12 remain, not quite to halfway. Keep an eye on the clock. We are past halfway time-wise because of the full course yellow. 18.5 minutes of racing remain.
So we got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Could be interesting here because the STU cars are allowed more modifications. They may have a little more handling.
Yep.
Maybe a little less power than the bigger engined cars of the T3, more street-oriented class. They wouldn't normally mix so soon, but the yellow brought them closer together.
One of the BMW Z3s there, the 54 car.
Wickersham sliding down under him through turn 9. That's a great corner.
James Sperling, Ridgecrest, California, in that 54. The propulsion research entry. There comes Daughtery in the 8. That Pontiac Solstice. That's the car of James Rogerson from Pearland, Texas, right outside Houston, the 13 car. The MSR Houston and over 50 Motorsports entry. We like that. Wickersham in the 0-1.
Oh, yeah. SCCA road racing is a great place to live out your fantasy of being a racer. You pick your favorite car and stick a roll cage in it and get out on track.
It is the way to go, no question. Wickersham to the inside of that Solstice, the 13 of Rogerson.
Impressive how good today's street cars are.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, look at these things go. They're very street oriented.
There's your Lotus Exige we were talking about earlier. This, of course, in T3. Anthony Lanza from Huntington Beach, California, down near LA in the 15 car.
Getting lapped by the leader there, Andre Hartanto.
From Concord, California, he is out in front, has been on the pole. Rylan Hazelton in the 49, back to second spot now, but about 5 seconds back. Then Carl Young, Anthony Simmers in the VW GTI out of Colorado, and Will Clark rounding out the first 5 in that Honda S2000. That is car number 17.
That's a sweet car.
The 98, absolutely.
High revving little 4-speed. Andre doing a job on this field right now.
Hartanto out qualifying the STU field by almost a full second. Hazelton tried to stay with him, tried that bonsai move. Look at, looks like a piece of tire tread or perhaps perhaps a crush panel or something like that.
Yeah.
A bit of carbon fiber maybe laying on the racetrack there. Might be a headlight cover.
Probably not carbon fiber in
Not in
these
these
classes.
cars. Hartanto has lost it looks like a right front headlight cover there, so that could be some of the ductwork problem.
Inner fender liner, perhaps.
Crush panel, yeah, exactly.
Kind of things you see out on the interstate
Sure.
laying there from time to time.
Could be a tire, could be a truck tread, a recap, right? Oh, not
Yep.
here. Not on the interstate maybe, but not here.
Probably not here. Andre Hartanto looking really strong.
He's
a local guy. Runs here all the time, no doubt.
We're so used to seeing these races be hard fought and be down to the last half a lap, but occasionally you get this circumstance which allows one car to just whip the field, and that's what Hartanto appears to be doing.
STU is one of the newer classes in SCCA club racing, and so not as many cars are fully developed for this, and I'd say this Celeste 2000 is. That's some entry oversteer we saw. Definitely an inner fender liner right there.
Absolutely. And that could be the remnants of that lap 1 crash when we had the
For
hard
sure.
hit for Scotty B. White
For
and
sure.
some of the other, a couple of the Nissans involved in that BMW Z4, the Beamer House entry. Also, Jason Ott's car sustaining heavy damage there. So I'm guessing that fell out somewhere along the way. Looked like he locked him. Looked like Hartanto locked him up there going into
He's going for it.
Well,
he's a little loose on entry.
You were talking about the new category in STU. As you were saying that, Randy, a moment ago, Hartanto was heading into the corkscrew, and he looked loose there. So I wonder if something's not quite right with that race car at the moment.
I think he's just going for it, and he's got a car that's a little loose on entry. Some of those young boys, they like that.
Yeah, they do.
They like that.
Well, there's a school of thought in racing that says loose is fast.
Loose is fast, Cole. Another movie line. There's the Audi S4 coming down the hill with Feinstein, being chased by Sage Marie and the Acura TL. Two similar cars.
Yeah.
Powerful front-engined, all-wheel drive, relatively large sedans.
Feinstein is third. Marie is fourth, and he was picked for a podium spot. Here's Carl Young.
Tom Lepper and Associates.
Yeah.
One of their fleet. Chevy Cobalt SS.
Sitting third in STU with 11 laps on the board and 9 to go. We're down to 14.5 minutes of racing, so hopefully we can get all 20 laps in here, but we're running about a minute 40 race pace to a minute 50, so I'm not sure that we will with 9 laps to go.
Oh, a big moment for the leader down in turn 2.
Yeah. Daughtery.
Not like Daughtery. I think he sees that Mustang coming. Wickersham's got the pace.
From Fortville, Indiana. Now, these are V6 powered entries, normally considered good handling street cars, but you can overdrive these.
A V6 Mustang later model is 305 horsepower stock.
And that's what we've got here with Wickersham 01. That is, I'm guessing that's a 2013 model.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Behind there, Bruce Trenery from Fantasy Junction in the Acura RSX. Fantasy Junction has a lot of super cool cars. Bruce Trenery is usually bringing something interesting to the track.
And
I've been seeing this RSX for years. It's a good car. STU category.
Absolutely. Now that car was very competitive in World Challenge competition for a long time, and Peter Cunningham's real-time team.
That may be what it is, even.
Possibly.
You never know.
Didn't get a chance to talk to Bruce before the weekend started, but those cars have a good racing pedigree, no question about it.
For sure, and they've got that high-revving VTEC Honda engine.
There's Daughtery in the 8, Wickersham in the 01, starting to close in on him here a little bit in T3. Let's take a look at what the split is. Daughtery with Bruce Trenery between them. That's an STU car, and then Wickersham shown a lap down last time by. We'll see what happens as they come by start finish here. We'll get a look at the split for you.
He's within range.
I would say, I'm just guessing here because this is being paced behind the leader. Well, it shows is 2 seconds. So Daughtery with his hands full here. Now, he may have a problem.
Yes, I know.
Wickersham's closing in.
Daughtery's running an aggressive tire that needs to be managed. Super soft on kind of a heavy car. And maybe that'll bite him. It's hard to say, but Wickersham is coming.
Yes, he is. And he's got time. He's got 7 laps to go to get the job done here.
Yeah, and the harder they push those cars, the hotter and slicker the tires are going to get. Because these are both T3 cars, and they are heavier than the race cars over in the ST category.
Sure.
Harder on the tires. But it's a sprint race. But like we say, 40 minutes is a long time, especially when you're leading and somebody's catching you.
Yes.
Up the hill at turn 6, we see some debris out there. Kind of the debris field from other adventures on track. Daughtery's carrying some drift angle. Those tires are sliding. Wickersham's coming.
Definitely catching him. Wickersham in the white Mustang, the
This is
01
getting
car.
good.
Tom Wickersham from San Ramon, California, down near LA, in the main straight Ford Mustang. It's a 2011. I was guessing at 13 based on the taillights, but it's actually a 2011 model. Daughtery from Fortville, Indiana. That's a 2009 Nissan 370ZX. Into turn 11 here. This will put 14 laps on the board, 6 to go. And Wickersham can see him now. I mean, he can see the whites in his eyes here.
I was talking to Daughtery about his car setup, and he shared about his tire choices. And I started thinking, oh, really? And I thought, nah, you got 7 championships. You know what you're doing. So far,
yeah,
we're going to see. It's a challenge. Wickersham is there.
For first position in Touring 3 now. These, of course, are full-fendered, fairly heavy cars. A little leaning,
yes,
little bumping and grinding could take place here.
Actually, they leaning in terms of body roll definitely more than we see in the
I was referring to leaning on your competitor.
Cars. No, they're too nice.
Really?
Oh, I'd hate to put a stripe dent in one of those cars.
I got to think these two guys both know that 8 tires work better than 4 sometimes.
Look at Daughtery sliding that car into turn 5.
Yes.
His tires are
Wickersham smells blood in the water here,
yes,
kids.
Yes. He's just got to pick the right place because Daughtery's not going to be able to get the exits.
And Daughtery trying hard. He's making that car as wide as possible to try to hang on to the lead here in T3.
That Nissan 370Z getting run down by a Mustang. He's protecting the passing line on the inside of the corkscrew.
There was probably a $15,000 or $20,000 difference in retail price in those cars a couple of years ago.
Good question. Yeah, could be.
So if you're a fan of low-buck race cars, maybe you've got one to root for here in that Mustang.
The 370, a purebred sports car.
Yeah.
The Mustang, a pony car.
Inside into 11, the bonsai move. Wickersham takes over.
Look at that.
He didn't want to waste any more time.
Oh, yeah, he's using all the road, but
Daughtery trying to hang with him, racing up the front straightaway here.
Look at that Mustang go. But Daughtery's coming back, too.
He is. Daughtery on the inside of the Nissan. Who's going to give first? Wickersham on the outside for the lead.
Rick, the back and forth there, it looked like Wickersham when the Mustang was through. Then it looked like Daughtery had him. Then it looked like the Mustang had him.
Wickersham overcooks a little, gets into the dirt.
Gets the curve, knocks it sideways.
Wickersham had the lead for just a second or two, and then Daughtery came right back at him.
Oh, did he?
Good stuff.
I'm surprised. It's funny on the straightaway, they seem to go back and forth. I think maybe Wickersham missed a shift because he looked like he was going bye-bye. And then all of a sudden, Daughtery came
down
back
into
through.
1, he might have missed a downshift.
No, an upshift right in front of the pits.
Out of 11.
Daughtery sideways coming into 5 again.
Wickersham way off. You don't want to be doing that.
No, sir. He's got to maintain his control so he keeps that tire advantage that got him up to Daughtery. Look at Daughtery, he's solid.
You do something like that and you give up half a second, you've got to work another 3 or 4 laps to get that half a second back.
It's not that much harder on your tires, too. Tire management, a real issue in the street car classes, in any race, frankly, but more so here when you've got relatively heavy cars.
5 laps to go in STU and T3. Up front continues to be Andre Hartanto in STU. Lap traffic could be a factor here. Leaders split one of the slower cars. We'll see what Wickersham can do on the outside this time. Wickersham trying to say, I'm not going to make a mistake this time. Goes way out on the pavement.
Here's
and Daughtery again, side by side.
Let's see what happens here. Neck and neck. Really close. The Nissan stronger. Down the straight.
Daughtery in the 8, able to pull Wickersham. Now Wickersham says, okay, I'll use the inside this time.
Whoa,
dragging the brakes hard.
It's dirty when you go inside.
Yes, it is.
You saw the dirt and the body parts and the stuff he was driving.
Oh, they split that BMW.
Again.
It is Daughtery maintaining the lead. Wickersham, though, is right up alongside his rear fender.
Holy cow.
Daughtery trying to turn inside the Nissan. This is fantastic racing.
Look at the tire marks from Wickersham.
And Wickersham to the inside. He may have him this time.
Inside through 4.
Heading toward 5. Tom Wickersham takes over the lead in T3.
In the lead. I'm telling you, Daughtery's tires are hot, and it's just too much at this point.
I would think Wickersham's are too, though. He's been all over the place the last 2 laps.
I don't think he ran as hard or soft a compound. I think he's got a harder tire, and this is pure guess, but it just looks like it to me.
Hayward Wagner on pit road. What's the story down where you are?
You guys are dead right. Wickersham's running the BF Goodrich tire. It's a little bit harder. Meanwhile, Daughtry is on the A7, which is generally thought of as a qualifying tire, a softer compound. That may be what's creating this battle.
Oh, yeah, it sure looks like it.
Yeah.
Because we see Wickersham sliding that Mustang around, and he's still fast. Whereas Daughtry has to dance his car right on the edge and take care of those tires. But it ain't over yet.
Not at all. We'll come up and put lap 17 on the board. There'll be 3 to go this time by, and Tom Wickersham in that Ford Mustang, the 01 from San Ramon, California, is your new leader. Took the measure of David Daughtry in the 8. Last time around here at Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. Great action to wrap up day 1 of these 2014 SCCA National Championship runoffs. Here's Daughtry using a way late entry to try to gain ground on the leader.
Yeah, he's running a wide line to reduce the slip angle on the way through the corner, and I think it worked for him.
He caught up. He gained a car length
He's
or
in
so.
the ballpark.
Meantime, race leader continues to be the car of
Andre
Hartanto from Concord, California, the CT Engineering Honda S2000. And to put one of the BMWs another lap down here at the front of the field.
Lapping
This is an
Stephen
STU.
Mullen here. I was thinking about Stephen. He's come all the way from Bradenton, Florida. I think he's checking off that double bucket list. Mazda Raceway and the runoffs all in one.
In that BMW M3, the 55 Hartanto.
Older E36 car, a sweetheart of a car, good chassis.
Hartanto qualifying on the pole, out-qualified the field by a second, and he has shown everybody nothing but taillights since we dropped the green on this one.
And I see him working the wheel through too. He is still flat on it, man. He's going.
5 seconds to the good over Ryland Hazelton in the red 49. Hazelton tried valiantly to get in front, figuring if I could make the pass. Trouble for your leader. Wickersham apparently with a problem. Mark Feinstein got by.
Traffic.
Sage Marie's right there as well.
Yeah, he's
looks like
just
we've had
in
a
the middle
lead
of
change.
traffic.
What's happened to Wickersham?
Wickersham's right there. He's leading. He's just got traffic. He's in between the ST
These cars were 3rd and 4th a lap ago. I don't think there's a difference here. We'll see. I believe Daughtry got by. Wickersham had a problem while we were checking in on Hartanto at the front of the field. So Daughtry got back by the Mustang. Wickersham had a problem evidently on the backside of the racetrack.
Big problem.
Wow.
Wow, you
Mark
read it right,
Feinstein
Rick.
taking over 2nd spot. Wickersham back to 3rd. Sage Marie there in the Acura sedan is in 4th position.
You know, Daughtry he's such a steady, cagey driver. I just don't see him making mistakes.
No.
And maybe that's what happened to Wickersham. Hard to say at this point. We didn't see it. We were watching Andre Hartanto leading over in the STU category.
So Mark Feinstein in that Audi out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. You talked about Bradenton, Florida maybe being the long toe. I think Cambridge would be right in there too.
Yes.
You've come a long way to do battle in these 2014 SCCA National Championships. Sage Marie there in the 64, California-based driver. Trying to work his way by Wickersham and get to the podium here before the checkers fall.
Yeah, he looks like he's got something for him too.
Working lap 18, 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Not sure we'll see all 20 laps. I think we will.
Sage Marie is all over that Mustang with that Acura TL.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th in play here in T3.
Tell you, Rick, you just never know, do you?
You never know. Sorry we missed the mistake apparently by Wickersham that allowed Daughtry to get back by. When we saw Daughtry after he gave up the lead take that way high entry into 1, and you said he ought to reduce the slip angle, cool the tires, get off to better. He gained a car length coming off to that time.
He did. And we'll have to rely on Hayward to get the story.
Hayward will talk to the key players here. We know that.
If we have the opportunity. It'll be longer interviews. We got 2 races going on here. But interesting to see how it sorts out. And that Audi running good. I don't see Wickersham gaining on the Audi.
Not at all.
He has pulled the Acura TL just a little bit. But they're running good back here, further back in the field. And Daughtry is breathing easy.
He is.
He's breathing easy. It'd be interesting to find out what happened there.
2 laps to go, that time by. There is Feinstein.
We're almost there.
Wickersham right behind him, and then Marie next in line. These are cars in T3. STU cars just a little bit quicker.
Second, third, and fourth.
Second, third, and fourth. Daughtery is your leader again in the 8 car, and he is out of the frame, as you can tell.
Wow.
Feinstein there in the 93 running on second spot. He was able to elbow his way by Wickersham, who apparently had a problem or an off, some sort of issue.
Something.
While
Is
we
there
were
a big
away.
yellow smudge on the back of that
I
Mustang?
don't see it.
We're going to find out.
But we'll find out what the story is. Feinstein
Yes.
doing a nice job. Wickersham third.
Mustang
Sage
looks
Marie
clean.
in the 64 running in fourth position.
I've always had a little soft spot in my heart for the street cars, racing
Sure,
street
here comes
cars.
Wickersham trying to take second
yeah.
spot back from the Audi.
Oh, yeah, he's got a shot.
Now, talk about a difference in retail price. How about an Audi S4 and a Mustang V6 Coupe?
And he
And
pulls it
Wickersham
off.
does it, getting into the corkscrew.
That Mustang's got some good brakes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that thing will stop. Wickersham running good here. He's local. I think that helps him.
It does.
When you're coming up that blind hill into the corkscrew and you can't see a darn thing, it's hard to hold your braking until you get over the top. Really hard to do.
All forms of racing. Here's Daughtery in the 8 car, all alone out in front now. White flag is in the air. White flag, 1 to go. T3 and STU. Hartanto continuing to lead in STU. No matter where I go, whether it's IndyCar, sports car, local racing, stock cars, whatever it might be, everyone tells me no substitute for laps. And if you've got a lot of seat time at a place like this, that's a trump card to play in a race like this.
Mazda Raceway is a terrific racetrack, and it's difficult. It has its own nuances. Andre Hartanto from Concord, California, right in the neighborhood, sliding it out of the last corner.
Coming to the checkered flag, acknowledging his crew. And the checkered flag will be in the air in STU for Andre Hartanto. He is your winner in STU, wins the gold medal in a Honda S2000.
Great job, fast car, well driven.
Waxed the field comfortably.
Yes, he did.
5.5 seconds back, your runner-up is Rylan Hazelton in another Honda S2000. And third spot will go to Anthony Summers in that Volkswagen GTI. Meantime, the battle for second, third, and fourth in T3. Daughtery looks as though he is all alone out in front. Tom Wickersham looks as though he will rally and finish in second spot. As the field works its... Oh, and trouble off the final corner.
Oh,
Contact
no.
between one of the Cobalts
Yeah,
and one of the
Tom
Honda
Lepper's car,
S2000s.
Carl Young. Ooh.
The 17 in some trouble.
Maybe a pass attempt coming into 10 there, or maybe somebody loosened up on the exit.
That's Will Clark in the STU machine.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting there when the T3 cars come through. Probably be a yellow out.
Local yellow
I
at
would
least.
expect.
At the exit of the corner, wild action in the finale of day one of these SCCA runoffs. And David Daughtery in the Nissan wins his 8th national championship from Fortville, Indiana. And the Nissan Hoosier Carbotech entry.
Well
Daughtery comes back, gets back around Tom Wickersham, and takes home the honors. Yeah, a great run.
Rick.
Very impressive for David Daughtery. Looked as though Wickersham had it going.
Sure did.
Had the lead, looked like he had the superior car. Evidently a mistake was made there, and Daughtery was able to get back around. In the meantime, a tough break for the 17 of Will Clark from San Leandro, California, the Sapphire Racing Honda.
Ooh.
Contact out of the final corner. He doesn't get to the checkered flag in these SCCA runoffs. A lot of liquid down on the track. Good thing the checkered is waving. It would take a while to clean that one up.
A lot of junk out there. Wickersham giving Daughtery a thumbs up, so that reduces the odds that Daughtery punted him off the track, which I didn't expect.
No, you wouldn't think that. Tom Wickersham with the GoPro hero move of the race in T3.
Oh yeah, it was a great move when Tom got that car into the lead. It was so much fun watching him race, and he deserves it. He drove well up to a point, and then something happened. We're going to find out.
So David Daughtery, Tom Wickersham, and Mark Feinstein, your podium in Touring 3. At the front of the field, Andre Hartanto, Rylan Hazelton, and Anthony Simmers in that Volkswagen GTI, your top 3 there. Hartanto on pit road. Hayward is down there to talk to our champion in STU. Hayward Wagner.
Here with our champion in STU, Andre Hartanto. Andre, this is your home track. This has to be a great feeling to be able to take command of a race and drive away from the field.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm still in cloud 9, and I mean, you know, I had a big lead just because he made a mistake, but you know, so I had time to let it sink in a little bit, you know, and just raise my pace, you know, without actually having to make big chances. But it was just amazing.
It looks like you got away well on that restart and were able to just kind of set a pace, but traffic was a factor. How much did you have to manage this race?
Once at the restart, he outbraked himself and almost went off in turn 2. That's when I built a big gap. Then after that, my crew just letting me know how much of a gap I have, and it's about maintaining the gap.
Well, I'm sure you got a few folks you want to congratulate or want to thank before you head out on this congratulations lap.
Yes, first mostly all my crew: Wayne Salsa, James Sam, Mike Osby, Leanne Osby, and Baovu, and then my sponsors who make this possible, you know, SuperTech, CT Engineering, Wicked Tuning, Band Pack or Quick Jack, you know, it's a long list, you know, I tell you the truth.
All right, take it all in, get this victory lap underway. You're gonna get your gold medal right here. We're gonna step back one car to our winner in T3. Jim, I think we have some happiness here. David Daughtry here. David, the car has number 8 on the side of us. Can you tell us why that is?
Because we're chasing our 8th national championship, which we just won. Does it get any better? Hoosier, sure, Nissan, Carbotech. These guys are the best. Right over here, Rick, Bruce, Mike, they're the best. They're the ones that got us here.
So talk to me a little bit about the race. You seem to be in control of things. The Mustang caught up with you. You guys had a scrap, had an unbelievable side-by-side series of corners. What was that like from your perspective?
It was great racing, and I was trying to save a little bit because I thought I could come back to him, and I spooked him just a little bit going up the hill, and that was all it took, and he just went off the edge, and away he was gone. And then I just backed it down and brought her home for another championship.
Well, congratulations on number 8. We're going to get you out for a victory lap. Moving down the line to our 2nd and 3rd place finishers. Looks like we're going to get to 2nd spot in STU next. Ryan Hazelton coming in 2nd place in STU, the silver medal around your neck. Talk a little bit about this race.
Yeah, it was a great race with Andre. I tried to make a move on him on the restart and got a little crossed up, and by the time I got back around the other car, I just didn't have anything for him. Tried to keep him honest, but he had just checked out far enough that I didn't have.
Now, in addition to your silver medal, you're going to be taking home the GoPro move of the race for the pass in turn 2 around the outside. Can you talk us through that?
I had the restart, I got a good run on him, and I just saw an opportunity, and I just thought I'd try to stick it in there, but yeah.
Well, great drive. Congratulations on the 2nd spot. We're going to see if we can grab the 3rd spot in STU next. Anthony Simmers, maybe not the car folks expected to see on the podium in STU. Talk about the drive today in the Volkswagen.
Well, it was pretty incredible out there. We were up for about 18 hours just trying to get the car ready. We had a lot of problems, and actually we're running on low fuel pressure and not at 100%. I'm just happy to be on the podium for sure, and happy to be here. And
well, a tremendous achievement. Congratulations on the bronze medal. We're going to get my buddy Mark Feinstein over here for a second. Mark and I had some conversations earlier in the week. We're going to have one more, a silver medal here in Touring 3 in the Audi. Mark, this was a crazy race. The first lap incident, the yellow flag, and then a bunch of jumble in the order. Talk to me about what it looked like from your perspective.
Well, yeah, I got caught up in the incident at the beginning, and I had damage on the left front, and I wasn't really sure how bad it was because I don't have radio communication with the crew. So I kind of felt it out, and it seemed okay. So, you know, kept it going as best I could.
Now, towards the end of the race, there was some shuffling the positions. The Mustang came back to you guys. You guys had a scrap. How was that?
It was good. He got me, he went off going up through 6, going up to the corkscrew. I got past him in the following lap. I just couldn't keep him behind me. He had a little bit too much for me. I made a couple of mistakes because my tires were hot, and he just got by me. You know, I'll take, 3rd place, I'll take it.
Well, congratulations on the podium. We're going to go back to the guys upstairs and see if we can track down one more podium finish here in Touring 3.
All right, thanks, Edward. A lot of happy guys down there on pit road, as you would expect, Randy, whether you finish 3rd, 2nd, or 1st. You know you've accomplished something. For David Daughtry, his 8th national championship, his first in 12 years since 2002. How about that?
What? Really? It's been that long?
Been that long. And Andre Hartanto, who won the national title in STU in that S2000, 1 for 1. His first trip to the runoffs, he comes home with a gold medal.
Batting 1,000. And I'll tell you, Mark Feinstein, when I knew the name sounded familiar, I drove a Porsche that he crewed on 12 years ago.
Wow.
And he's a big boy, let me tell you, but he looks great, Mark. You've been working out, buddy. You're looking good, and good job driving today. I haven't seen him in years. It's so cool to see him show up here on the podium at the Runoffs.
You taught him well, obviously. All right, let's get back downstairs and check in with Hayward.
All right, we're here with second place finisher in T3, Tom Wickersham. Tom, you might have had the most exciting race of anybody out there. Ran down the leader, Daughtry. What happened after you caught him?
Oh, David snuck underneath me in 6, and I made a mistake, went off and spun and caught back up to him, but nothing left for him.
And you had to come through a couple of guys to get to that. It was a really impressive drive to come back from that.
It was a lot of carnage out there. Pretty interesting race, but definitely fun.
What kind of a view did you have of the first lap incident?
It was interesting. Cars everywhere, just trying to avoid spinning cars and make it through. It's very unfortunate, a lot of damage.
Well, congratulations to you on the silver medal here at the SCCA National Championship Runoffs.
Thank you very much.
Guys, we'll come back up to you.
All right, thanks very much, Hayward. Great job down there today. Hayward Wagner, his maiden voyage with us on coverage of these SCCA National Championship Runoffs. All right, let's take a look at how they finished here today. First in STU, Hartanto, your winner. Hazelton finishes in second and grabs the silver medal. Simmers in the Volkswagen ends up third. Talk about a gap between cars. And you mentioned, Randy, that this is a kind of a new category. 37 seconds the gap between Simmers in third and your winner, Hartanto. So maybe some equalization work needs to be done there, and SCCA will take a close look at that going forward. Carl Young ends up fourth in the Cobalt.
More.
Yeah. Now this is an overall ranking. This is how they came across the line with both classes together. Carl Young finishing fourth overall and fourth in STU. Your first T3 car, Daughtery was fifth, Wickersham sixth, Feinstein seventh, Sage Marie eighth. Those are all T3 cars. And then you have Kevin Bohm in ninth overall in that S2000 that had a lot of damage. He was fifth in STU, and I'm sorry, fifth in T3, I should say. And then Rob Hines in the 4 car, coming across the line 10th overall and sixth in T3. So you had T3 cars, 5th through 11th. Then Bruce Trenery next, 5th in STU. Will Clark 6th in STU. Then you had Eric Kaplan's T3 car. So a good mix. I mean, those two categories seem to go well together.
Actually, they could probably race each other.
Yeah.
Put on a good show. Interesting to see Tom Wickersham racing for the win. He had a real shot at winning this race. Qualified only 7th. So interesting wrinkle there. Daughtery said he sort of got in his mirrors. Different perspective, isn't it? And,
it is.
And so Wickersham overachieved. He got a second. He's obviously disappointed that he had it in the lead and wasn't able to bring it home in first place. But it's still a great run for him, and to actually lead here at the Runoffs after qualifying 7th. And then that big crash at the front that changed the whole race, taking out 3 or 4 of the top cars in T3.
Absolutely. So the corner workers, volunteers who put on this great show every year for the SCCA National Championship Runoffs, we salute them and thank them for their hard work here today at Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. It makes you wonder in T3 what would have happened had we not had that early incident involving Scotty B. White, Rob Hines, Jason Ott, and then Boehm and Feinstein also involved in that, but we lost 3 top performing cars out of the top 5 there. So, but couldas, wouldas, and shouldas, it all, you've got to finish. As you say, to finish first you have to finish. And we had guys do that very, very well in this race and throughout the course of the day. All right, that will do it for our coverage of T3 and STU in this day 1 of the 2014 SCCA National Championship Runoffs. There is plenty more to come from Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca.
The 2014 SCCA National Championship Runoffs are being brought to you in HD by Mazda. Conviction, creativity, courage. This is the Mazda way. And by Hankook, driving emotion.
Some people go to enormous lengths in the name of safety, like the inventor of the flame-resistant racing suit, Bill Simpson. Courageous engineering is also the Mazda way, and why the 2014 Mazda 3 has an available class-exclusive suite of 8 safety features and a top safety rating. Because when it comes to safety, you can never go too far. This is the 2014 Mazda 3. What do you drive?
This is Kenny. Kenny is a dentist, but he races autocross on the weekends. But he's not thinking about his tires right now. Kenny buys all his tires from TireRack.com. Using their exclusive test track reviews, he knows he's always getting the right tires for his car. But Kenny's not thinking about tires right now. Kenny's thinking, Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is awesome. TireRack.com, proud sponsor of the Tire Rack SCCA National Solo Program.
Machines and their manufacturers span the planet. This is no spec series. Diversity breeds excellence and brings battle. Ride with the best and test the iconic circuits of North America. No pit stops,